Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. They say I'm dangerous, 'cause I broke all their cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess they'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Friday Night Live. We're going to talk about TTT on the YouTube streets. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing okay? Yummy. Flippy, WR, Diane Solomon, Nunya Biswack, Sammy, Daniel Barry, Gail, Laura P, Lynetta Williams, Rhonda Lynn, A Bit Crazy, Peppermint Patty, Sue Baby, Christy Kitts. Let's see what else we got in here. Brown Bear Jamboree, Rhonda Lynn, Tina Bobina. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. And Gail, hello, Gail. Well, guys, what have y'all been doing today on a Friday evening? Y'all been staying good? We're all trying to stay good, ain't we? Lord, y'all, I'm just going to get to the tea. Did y'all hear how many cease and desist Seth has put out and told people not to not mention them, also not mention Sebastian? Can y'all believe that? Like, I think T-Rev got one, JLR got one from Robin's, Seth's mom, uh, Clubinati got one, and a whole bunch of other. I heard there was 50 people. Hey, Priscilla, how are you? What do y'all think about all that? Like, I could see him putting a cease and desist about not. Oh, Dolly got one too. Wow. Hey, a bit crazy. See, now I can see a cease and desist maybe on Seth, not talking bad about him, but to not talk about Sebastian, why would you not want them to talk about Sebastian? Like, that don't make sense to me. And word on the street now, it's just alleged that he's going to be charging people to go on an interview to come online to talk about his kid missing. Can y'all believe that? They got a cease and a desist. Can you believe that he would charge to come on a social media site to talk about his missing children? Now, I don't know if that's true or not. That's word on the street. But allegedly, um, he's doing that. Now, that's a legend. Now, I've not seen proof. But they're saying that he's going to be charging people to come on his live stream. Well, I got news. I'm not paying nobody to come on a live stream to talk about their missing child. He has a YouTube channel of his own, so that could just be speculation. So it might not even be true. Me too, a bit crazy. I heard he's asking $500 an interview. What? Is he lost his mind? If that's true, he's lost his mind. For real. I think because they don't just talk about Sebastian, they continue to make up new BS like they did the Wells. I know, but if maybe about that, but majority of them, I mean, I can see them not wanting people to speculate that he took his kid, but I don't know. Seth is using his son for a way to make money, Rhonda said. He fell off the turnip truck. Hey, Cinderman. I don't know, but if it's true and he's trying to charge people $500, he's lost his mind because ain't nobody going to pay that much money. I would never pay it. I'm not going to give nobody money to come up and talk about their child. No, ma'am. I heard it was his PR Tony's idea. Well, Tony's just making him look bad. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just, that's just, we're going by what we're hearing on the YouTube streets. This is speculating. I've not confirmed or anything about that. I don't know. But that's just word on the street that, he's charging. But I didn't know it was $500. That's about like Stacey Wondra wanting $100 an hour to come up on panel. Heck no, I'm not giving him money. Somebody like that could possibly be the one that hurt that little baby blue-eyed, baby blonde-headed baby boy. No way. He's a sicko, and there's no way I would pay somebody that's a suspect like that. I'm not saying Seth is. I'm just saying Stacey Wonder is. Hey, Mama 4. Daisy, that's pure crazy, $500. Well, we've not confirmed that or nothing. That's speculating. But he shouldn't have nobody pay him nothing for coming out and talking about his child. Now, I'm willing to offer anybody a platform with respect and stuff if they want to come up and talk about their child, but I'm not paying them nothing to do it. No, ma'am. And what about the GoFundMe, you guys? Look how much allegedly, I mean, where did all that money go? And the cash apps and stuff that was put out. Now, I could see putting a cash app out for him to help him get by while he's searching for his son, but I don't know. In my opinion, they don't need to go on panel or give interviews. All you can do is get his photos and name out in the case someone sees him. Very true. Very true. And talk about like what he looks like, what he likes, and stuff like that. We are not We are not the law. We're not law enforcement. We're not going to solve any cases unless we know specific details or something like that. But, I don't get it. I think if it is true, then he needs to take a step back and just look at that. Now, I don't know. I know the last interview I seen him on was Bullhorn Betty's. He did an interview. Now, I don't know if she paid him or not, but he did go on there. Yes, bring Sebastian home. Chloe got one. Who's Chloe? Yes, justice for Sebastian. But man, oh man, I mean, I wonder if Chris and Katie knows that he's doing that. I heard that they got upset that he was doing a GoFundMe, but I can understand in a way why he would do one. Hey, Mindy McGee. But, if he was out searching for his son, but has he been out there searching for his son? That's what I'd like to know. Like, I know that he's got a broken heart and stuff, but I mean, I think the money thing is not good, and maybe they need to take a step back from that because you never know. Some YouTubers may pay that. I don't know. T Rev got one. CJ, I don't know who that is. Clue, JLR, they got one. I heard they was 50 of them going out. Where is our diamonds? Have y'all seen our diamonds anywhere? She's probably busy, y'all. She's a busy, busy girl. A busy girl. Christine's birthday was yesterday. I tried to call her today and didn't get through. I guess she's celebrating with her family. Well, look what the cat drug in. Ronald McDonald. Miss Daisy, what are you talking about? We're not law enforcement. I'm the judge and the jury, my friend. Ronald, did you hear about the mistrial with Donald Trump? Did you hear about the jury thing? Well, I'll just tell y'all right now in case you didn't hear it. So allegedly, before the verdict came of Donald Trump being named guilty, one of the jurors' family members posted on the social media site that Donald Trump was going to be found guilty before the verdict. And so I believe there's going to be a mistrial. They're talking mistrial. There's my diamonds. There she is. Your birthday was Tuesday, Diane. Is Tuesday or was Tuesday? Happy birthday, Diana. So allegedly, with all that being said, there's probably going to be a mistrial in you're sick. Oh no. I hope you start feeling better, sweetheart. I hope you do. You're so sick. Well, you better get you some rest, honey. Don't you worry about the farm family over here. We'll be okay. You just take care of yourself. Miss Daisy, the judge told the jury to go back and find something to make Trump guilty. I don't know because the judge was the one, Ronald, who called and told the attorneys about it, like both sides attorneys, Ronald Trump's and happy birthday, Diana. Oh my, Trump got a break even though the trial was hoaxed. I don't know, but they're supposed to be. Look, I don't know what's going to happen, but that's just word on the street. It's all over the streets. Because this is all a scam. Let's not talk about what Dems do that should be taken to court. Right. But it's out there now, and so yeah, one of the jurors squealed to their family members that Trump was going to be found guilty, and the family members got on social media and bragged about it, and so there's probably going to be a mistrial. Miss Daisy, that judge is crooked as Hillary Clinton's leg. What? Ronald? Oh my goodness, Ronald. He's so silly. My throat hurts and my right side of my neck is swollen. It looks like a swollen golf ball. Oh, Diamonds, I'm sorry, honey. It shouldn't be that big. Hopefully, it'll go down in a couple days. It's a lymph node, baby. Hey, Pam, how are you? So, yeah, I don't know, y'all. I think that if Trump don't jump on a mistrial, then I don't know what's going to happen. Those jurors and judge are mad. He's now. Well, I mean, the judge did call him and tell him that that happened. So, evidently, maybe, we don't know. But to get back with the drama on the YouTube streets, yeah, that is word on the street that he's putting cease and desist on everybody. You missed it in Arizona today? Oh. Well, I'm not watching it or nothing because I try not to get into all that, y'all. I get upset when things happen. So I try not to because I end up arguing with people and that's not good. Tired and sore, finally done with my tree branches. Aw. Y'all, I went up burn the camp today and it was so cool underneath there and the wind was blowing and I was just sitting back there in the woods and I didn't want to leave. The ground was warm on my feet. I was barefooted and I just loved it up there. I just said, oh, I'm just in heaven right now. I didn't either, Diana. Hey, Peppermint Patty. You're voting for Ronald. Debbie Nelson. So, Debbie, did you hear about all these cease and desist by Seth? And allegedly it's word on the street he's going to be off. He's charging people $500 for an interview. Daisy, did you see Dr. Phil's interview with Trump last night at his home in Mar-a-Lago? I did not. I did not see that. I don't watch. I try not to watch politics, y'all. The last time we had an election, it was real intense, and I got really way too involved in it to where I literally cried and everything. And I don't want to get there. I'm going to trust the Lord and leave it at that because that's all we can do. We're not in control of anything. Only the Lord is in control. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Diamonds, you feel better, honey. You feel better. I still ain't went to HARLAN to get my package yet. I'm heading that way, I promise. I'm gonna get there eventually, Diamonds. But but yeah, I don't know. Uh I don't know who else is going to get a cease and desist, but a lot of them are saying that they're not going to honor the cease and desist. So I don't know. You've been hiding in the bushes listening? Well, I have too. I've been listening to a lot of channels. I was in JLR's a little bit, and then I've just been in here and yonder and everywhere in the bushes. I have a huge booster on my right heel. It blew up with a large bubble. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane. You're working the polls? Okay. Miss Daisy, I think my grandpa's dog is a Democrat. He won't work and is having always looking for a handout. Now, Ronald, that's not true. Not all Democrats are that way, Ronald. That's not being nice. We got to be fair. We got some Dems in our farm family over here, so we got to be fair, Ronald. But I thought that was very interesting. I don't know if y'all knew it or not. Hey, Myrtle Burke. Hey. But yeah, who was saying something? Oh, okay. I forgot. I had some good stuff to tell y'all. So I was watching Ryan Fine's uh, Truth, the one that's looking for Summer Wells, right? Well, he's also been looking for Layla Santinelli, right? Hey, Saltwater! We are good, honey. I hope you're well too. So, with Ryan Fines, hey, I want her to touch. He said there's some real juicy stuff. So, I've been watching a lot of TikTok and I see Jennifer Santinelli a lot on there. which is Layla Santinelli's mom, right? Well, we also know that there's another girl named Holly Snap that is missing. There's Marita. I knew she was listening. I'm the only Dem. I wear a badge proudly. We love our Democrat little Marita. Okay, so get back into the juice. Um, so Holly Snap. Okay, so there was a girl that was attempted kidnapping in Virginia today, right? She was the same age as Holly Snap and Layla Santinelli. Got bad weather coming here in Kansas City, Kansas. Oh, you better be careful, Saltwater. You better be careful, man. This year's been the year for tornadoes, and especially in Texas and y'all's places right there. You better be safe. Anyways, so um, what they were saying is, so guess who was arrested? There was four men arrested for that girl's attempted kidnapping. Guess what? One of them was Jennifer Santinello's nephew. Yeah, he was one of them arrested for the attempted um, kidnapping of a young girl, right? Okay, so with that being said, allegedly, and this is all alleged, y'all, so take it with a grain of salt, but this is what Ryan was saying today. And it blew me away because there's something in the back of my head. I don't know what it is. And y'all, listen, I'm not going after nobody's mom or nothing like that, but just something ain't right with the little Layla's case. I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying. But anyway, so allegedly, according to what Ryan said, Jennifer Santinelli knew that Holland Snap was severely beaten the night she went missing by a 52-year-old man, and she let it out. It wasn't supposed to be let out, allegedly, and her niece witnessed it but never called the law. Witnessed this guy beating Holland Snap, right? So Jennifer Santinelli allegedly let it out that's what happened to Holland Snap. Okay, so um, it's just really kind of weird that there's so much connections between Layla and Holland Snap. Now they hung around the same people. Hang on just a second, y'all. Hang on, I'll finish up here in a minute. Okay, I'm sorry about this. Okay, guys, so this is just a legend, so I'm just leaving it at that. So now we've got a person in Layla Santinella's family being arrested for attempted kidnapping. And then we've got Layla's cousin, being a witness to Holland Snap being brutally beat the night before she went missing. And it's just really weird. And so, how many of y'all smell a trafficking ring up at Kingsport? I can't help but to think that there might be some kind of trafficking ring in that area, you all. I mean, this wasn't a Virginia girl. I think she was from Virginia. And it's really, really weird that why would Jennifer Santinelli, who has a missing child and knows how important, now this is alleged, I don't know 100% sure if she did it or not. This is according to what Ryan said. But you know how precious, information is that you don't want to put out about a case that could mess it up. So why would she do that? Why would she put that information out on Holland? I don't know. No, it don't look good for that family. So you think they are responsible for Layla? I don't know, Pam. I don't know. Now, the last time I watched Layla's mom, Jennifer, she was in Georgia at a homeless camp looking for her daughter. There was a possible sighting for her daughter there. But y'all, we got to watch out. I mean, I'm not saying either way, but you know, there's a lot of donations of flying around. And so I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's true or not, but I don't know, you all. I just wonder. I mean, you got one that was a witness to allegedly to Holland Snap, being brutally hurt by this guy, 52-year-old man, and then she goes missing, and the girl's a witness and never calls the law, and then a mother of another missing girl gets on social media and tells it allegedly. Now I've not seen it, but I don't know. It's weird. Not saying either way. I think the whole state of Tennessee needs to be investigated, and the governor should work on legislation on making Tennessee safe again. Ronald, I do think that it's not just Tennessee. I think that it is worldwide. Like, I think that there is trafficking is out of hand. It's a $1 billion industry, and I think that it's not just Tennessee. I think it's more than just Tennessee. And I'm just saying it's a $1 billion industry, and I've been, even though I don't bring the whole rabbit holes over here on my live stream to you all, I do go down them rabbit holes a lot, and there's so many people coming forward about the trafficking rings and being victims of them. So yeah. Hey Yvonne, how are you? I just think it's really weird that the connections between those two cases. Now, it is a smaller town, and everybody does know everybody that'd be like Harlan, but I just think it's really weird. And I'm not saying that the mother has anything to do with it or not, but just really weird that her nephew, tried to alleged attempt to kidnap another girl the same age as Holland. And I don't know. They're not going to stop nothing because the money is all they care about, right? I believe Trump said there are 88,000 missing children in the U.S. Oh, yeah. And more is coming out about celebrities and what they're doing. But we're not going down that rabbit hole because I know y'all don't like to go down that rabbit hole. But I'm just saying, like, I think that if there is a trafficking ring in Tennessee, Sullivan County, or in Hawkins County, I think that it's very locally. I don't think it's like a big elite one. I think it's just a local one. Possibly. Jinky's rumor has it, did you bring any of them magic brownies in here tonight, my friend? You want a link, Big Mama? Let me put a link out for Big Mama if she wants to come up here. Hey, Miss V. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. She's here, Daisy. She's listening. She's not feeling good. Who? Who's here? Hey, Polly Pam. How are you? But I just thought it was really weird, though, that all that about Seth, and now that with coming out about Layla Santinelli's case. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Seth if it's true. I've been trying to stay neutral in these cases. And, I just don't think a parent of a missing child should be charging somebody $500 allegedly to come up on their panel. Miss Daisy, you got to be more like Bugs Bunny and not afraid to go down the rabbit hole, my friend. I know, Ronald. I know. What are you doing, Big Mama?
Oh, listening to your rubbish.
No, it's true. I was just talking about the Layla Santanella and the other little girl's case, and how, I told you about that today early on, how there's connections there. And I just think there's a trafficking ring. And you know how rough certain parts of Kingsport is. We may do a live stream and just take y'all through the rough parts of Kingsport, because there is some parts of Kingsport that's rough, especially where Layla went missing. Right, Big Mama? Big
Layla
Mama,
was missing. Layla went missing.
by that hotel room.
Supposedly, she went missing over by the marble slab, but then they've changed it.
I don't know, but there was an alleged kidnapping.
Stepmom told me, which I'm friends with her, that
Hey, little mama.
Layla, that Layla was supposed to be seen without her shoes on, walking through the
Right,
park
Marita.
right below.
I know. I think her boyfriend might have had something to do with it, though. I think Layla's boyfriend did something to her, in my opinion. But you would think, though, that Layla's mom wouldn't have done that. I don't know for sure if she did. That's just what Ryan said.
I remember
What?
at the when we went to the vigil for Layla and Holland.
Uh,
Well, the parents were all distraught. Each
well,
and every
yeah,
they were a mess.
it
And
happened. I mean, it's not even been a year yet. Ronald said,
Layla's mom was just as distressed as her little sisters were distressed.
"Oh
Her
yeah,
stepmom, her dad, they were all a mess.
well, yeah, because that guy tried to extort money off of them." Uh, Ronald said, Jinkies rumor has it Daisy has been keeping up with Trump instead of the Kardashians, and that's not rubbish, my friend.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it is true. I didn't tell Jinkies because she's not a Trump fan, so I don't tell her. More people in Tennessee missing without shoes. What the blank? That don't make sense to me.
Good night, Mama VV.
Good night, Mama V. We love
Mama
you.
VV.
Good night. Let's see. She told someone she was going to the shoe store to get a pair of shoes, is what I heard.
She was
Probably.
going to Five Below to get a pair of shoes.
They say she was out of it, like she's on something.
That's what
So
people at the Marvel Slab Library. But from my understanding, they've changed it now and said that she was never there. But people at the Marble Slab said
why
that.
are they saying that? Marita said hi.
Hey,
Hope
Marita.
you're doing well. I don't know, but what do you think about Sebastian's dad charging $500 a person, allegedly, to come on an
Man,
interview?
I'll be quite honest with you. When people show their true colors, believe them. And if somebody's doing that and they're showing their true colors, then obviously that child was nothing more than a paycheck.
I don't know. I mean, I felt
I
bad
mean,
for
when
him, but
people show
that
their colors, believe them. And that's what I got to say. When people show their colors, believe them.
maybe. I mean, I don't know if it's true. I just heard it, so I don't know if it's true. I do know that he did do a cease and desist on a lot of people, and there are not only to talk about him, but not Sebastian either.
Logan, Mama B says she loves you.
So I don't know. I don't know how I
No,
feel about that, Big Mama.
Logan. He can't hear me.
You know what?
Do what, Pat Sally?
I said I don't know how I feel about him telling like, can he really stop people from talking about Sebastian's case? I mean, can they do that? I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so. I don't think so.
It's a
I
public
think it
case.
goes against the Constitution.
Right. That's what I would think too. And I can understand if
We
people
would
were
have to
bashing
stop the news and the media also.
if that's the case, then Katie could have stopped it from, people bashing her. Lord, people's been horrible to her. And so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, freedom of speech, Pam.
I mean, I can see stopping somebody talking about, you, if they're bashing you, but if they're keeping your child's name out there and they're talking about the case, I don't know.
Ronald says he's going to make golf great again.
Good night, Ronald. God bless.
Good night, Ron.
2024. Well, Trump will get his mistrial, hopefully. I had to fill him in. But I don't know. I just think it's really weird. I think there's a trafficking ring going on. I really do. I think that Layla Santinelli and that other girl, Frankie, I think that there's a trafficking ring in Kingsport, Big Mama.
Right.
I really do.
Hi,
Well, we
Debbie.
know that the Mexican mafia is here. We know that for a fact. That there is some, because Amanda said they was. I think Katie should speak up. He is her child also. I think Katie and Chris is probably just staying off the YouTube streets. I realize I love more Democrats than Republicans. Cool, huh? Hey, it's okay to love whoever you want to love, Miss Debbie. I love my little Marita, even though she's a little Democrat. I still love her. Listening from Tucson, Arizona. Woo! 107. Norma. Wow. That is
Tucson.
Huh?
Tucson.
Tucson. I said Tucson.
You did.
That's what it says, Tucson.
It's Tucson.
I guess. As long as you defame anyone, you're fine. He can't stop you from keeping his son's name out in the spotlight. That's what I thought, as long as they're doing it in a respectful way now. But we know a lot of them hasn't been very respectful. But he's not been respectful as well, y'all, when it comes to Sebastian. He has put things out about Sebastian that he should have never put out, and that's just my opinion. And he has brought a lot of dirt to the YouTube streets that did not need to be on these YouTube streets. He should have kept his relationship with Katie, But inquiring minds want to know, and they're willing to give cash apps to get it. And that's my opinion. I'm entitled to it, and I'm going to tell it. And I think that's why he told all that stuff. Like, I'm not against him. I know he's a father of a missing child, but now I think it's going a little too far. Well, Seth's the one that brought it on YouTube. Who is Jennifer Santinelli? Jennifer Santinelli is a mother.
Jennifer
Her
Santinelli.
daughter, Layla, is missing out of Kingsport, Tennessee. She's 21, and she went missing last year on the same day, Summer's Day, wasn't it? Was it the 15th?
No.
It was close to Summer's Day.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the fall, I'm pretty sure.
Gypsy Rose is pregnant. What? Who's the baby daddy? They better watch that baby. They better be watching that baby close. CPS needs to be watching that baby. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think, Big Mama?
Absolutely.
Is it true or is it just speculation? Let me see if I can find it on here. Let's see if there's any word on the street about Gypsy Rose being pregnant. Is she pregnant by Ryan, or how do we know she's pregnant?
Mm.
I know that she's got a movie deal, like she's got her own show, so she's making the Momo. That nutcase is they better be watching her because she is a victim of Munchausen. She'll be a Munchausener too. I think she's still got a little bit of manipulation, and they said she's been attacking other people that's been victims of Munchausen that didn't kill their mom. I listened to what she said about her mom. I think it was like her mom's birthday or her mom's the day anniversary that her mom died, and she said that she missed her mom and she still loved her mom. But daggone, the thing that she done was not good. They said her mom was still weak and that she wasn't able to even take care of herself. So Gypsy could have left at any time that she wanted to. Let me see if she's pregnant. I've not heard that. Where'd y'all hear it at? I don't think she is. No, I don't think she's pregnant, y'all. She's missing quite a few screws. Oh yeah, her mom messed with her mind real bad. The girl who went missing from Georgia was found deceased in Tennessee. I thought I seen something like that. Now the one girl I was covering the other day, they found her alive. The one that was bullied at school. I thought Gypsy has been pregnant for a while, but I don't keep up with her. No, she left her husband. She left her husband, but she's got her a new man. She had her nose job and stuff. Had her teeth fixed and a nose job. What, Big Mama?
And she was somebody else. She got a new boyfriend, actually.
Yeah, he's actually a nice looking guy. Her husband wasn't the greatest looking thing. Her husband looked like her mom.
Her husband what?
Her husband looked like her mom.
Well.
Yeah, so I mean that I don't know if she just married him he gave her a lot of money, I think.
What's this?
In the jailhouse, and now that she's out, she's got this show and she's making her own money and they're treating her like she's a celebrity. She is a celebrity, actually. Now she's considered a celebrity. Jinkies Rumor has it. I see double, or are you going live in 20 minutes, my friend?
I was going to go live. I canceled it.
Daisy, he sure did look like her mom. He did, didn't he? He looked like her mom. I mean, but she just act like she's so in love with him and stuff, and then just turned around and walked away like it wasn't nothing. Like it wasn't nothing. So I don't know. She's a hot mess. They say that guy that she talked into, they say she was her mind behind the red rum of her mom. And they said that guy admitted to STAB in her mom only 4 times, and there were 17 STAB wounds. Therefore, Gypsy had to be the one that did the other ones. That's a legend, though. That's on the TikTokers. So, I don't know. I do believe, I mean, for anybody to sit there and plan out your own mother's red rum and then participate in it, yeah. Diamond said, hey, Big Mama.
Hey, Diamond.
Big Mama Ho, Big Mama. It's funny. That's what I named the emojis. It's not canceled, Big Mama. Hang on, I'm gonna show you what Gypsy's husband looks like, Big Mama. Hang on. You ain't never seen Gypsy Rose's husband? Hang on. Hang on, I'm going to show it to you. Here he is. Oh, shit. Hang on, let me pull it up. I don't think she's pregnant, but this is her husband right here, Big Mama. He looks like her mom. See? She admitted years ago she actually participated using the knife. Yeah. So if she gets pregnant, they better be watching her.
Pregnant.
Huh?
I found this on the web.
What?
No, she's not pregnant.
I don't think. I think it's just work.
Confirmed.
See, there's her husband, the one she left. See, Big Mama, he looks like her mom.
He was probably just her pen pal in prison, and then when she got out,
He kept her up. He gave her money and everything, and then she decided that her ex-fiance was more important, and so there you go. That's what she wanted. She wanted her ex-fiance. Oh, okay, it's okay. Didn't they get a divorce? They're getting a divorce. Yeah. She's got back with her ex-fiance. He's actually not and I do think that she might have rushed into the relationship too quickly. But
Thank you, Debbie.
I don't know.
Listen, you have to be like, all I want to do is cry.
Oh no.
And I'm sweating, so I have to be. Something's going on.
Your blood sugar's dropping if you're sweating.
No, this is
Broussard, that's her last name. Oh, so she went back to her old name, Gypsy Rose. What was her last name? Was it Bizard? Bizard?
Oh, it was last month they saying it, Gail?
Gypsy Road Blancher is Blancher. She said she's pregnant last month. That means she's probably still pregnant from her ex-husband. I'm not seeing nothing about her being pregnant, and I have her on TikTok. And I've not seen nothing. I don't believe that's true. I think that's just a false thing. I don't know. But I don't know, y'all. But these YouTube streets has been crazy lately. Jinkies took us on a drive-through where you guys grew up. When, Big Mama? I heard that Gypsy Rose has a few toys loose in the attic. Oh, you can definitely have. Oh, she took her dad's name? Broussard? Oh, well, she should have had her dad's name from the beginning. I've been having severe sweating. Also, my friend, too. Daisy, look at that. Oh.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Surrey is always getting in my business. Why do you come up here, Big Mama, and then go to sleep?
I'm not asleep. I'm just sitting here.
Oh, there's an update, guys, in the Madeline case. Hang on the Madeline McCain case, there is new charges. That's what I come to bring y'all, the latest updates on Madeline McCain. And this is Justin from TikTok. So,
bombshell. And this was not an update that I was expecting to give you guys anytime soon. One of the most famous cold cases just had a major break. And I'm talking about the disappearance of Madeline McCann. Now, Christian Bruckner right here has long been the prime suspect in this case, and he has denied any involvement, denied even being in the area, despite the fact that they've been able to place his phone there, and despite a few other things. However, they petitioned Microsoft basically to get access to a secret Hotmail account, which they were granted back in 2019. And after finally getting through everything with it, they discovered emails that directly link him to her disappearance. Now, apparently, Bruckner used this second Hotmail account to share twisted images and videos of CSAM with children some as young as 3 and 4. And just a reminder, in case you somehow forgot, Madeline was only 3 years old. Now, they also said that they found a hard drive, but said that they couldn't talk about, and they really wouldn't go into the details of exactly what they found in these emails that connect Christian to Madeline's disappearance. But they said that it really conclusively puts him in the frame. Now, Brookner right here is already serving a prison sentence for S crimes, and he's actually on trial for S crimes, and apparently it may be coming soon that we see him on trial finally for Madeline's disappearance.
Remember her? They thought that there was a girl that came forward and said that she was her, and come to find out it wasn't her. Thank you, Soul Water. Thank you. That come to find out it wasn't her. So, yeah. They always said Big Brother was Uncle Sam, but now I'm starting to think it's Jeff Bezos. Who's Jeff Bezos? But, y'all, more and more people are starting to come out on these pedos. And, like, I didn't even realize that when we were children that there was actually all this going on in Hollywood and the elites. Like, back in the 70s, there's people coming out from back in the 70s when we were just little, Big Mama, that were victims of the occults and trafficking and everything else. So, yeah. Oh, he's a founder of Amazon? Oh, okay. Okay, Ronald, that's cool. I heard Tony wants to get it off YouTube and be strictly TikTok. So is Seth allegedly going to be charging people money on TikTok that much? Yeah, Jinkies thinks she's PG. She's PG obsessed. Jinkies is PG obsessed. I'm surprised, Ronald. Why ain't your mommy been live these last couple of days? I've not seen her on the live stream. I guess I know tonight's her Sabbath, so she don't go live on her Sabbath, but I was wondering why she hadn't been on these last couple of days. But anyways, I just think I don't know, y'all. I really think that there's a trafficking ring up there in Kingsport. And I think it's like a local thing. I think it's not like I don't think it's like a big celebrity like elite ones, but report on the mother and 3-year-old boy that were randomly attacked today in Cleveland. The child didn't make it. What happened, Cheryl? I didn't hear about that one. Cleveland, Ohio. Wow. You can only stop someone from entering your property or stalking you. You cannot stop them from talking. That is a joke. Right. And, well, some of these people don't have a lot of money, so you just be suing for nothing. I think Jinkies and Daisy is a couple of PG fangirls. You think, Ronald? Maybe. Okay, Miss V. Look at List Killer. He's going to be charged for 2 more unalivened in the Gilgo Beach. I've not been covering that case, but it does sound interesting. Now, I'm looking forward to the suitcase trial where the woman put her husband in a suitcase. Y'all remember that? She has fired another attorney. Another one. This ish killed that poor baby and injured his mom. Who did it, Miss V? Do you know? I didn't hear about it. B woman attacked mother and child with a knife outside of the grocery store. Why? Do y'all know why she did it? Maybe she was schizophrenic or something. I don't know. A black crazy woman, Miss V said. I don't know. Maybe it was like a mental illness or something. I've seen that a lot. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know that that happened. That's sad. That's sad. This world is crazy, you all. But like I said, it's getting filled with more and more pedos. And y'all, little kids. Nora Woods! Hello, Miss Sweet Nora Woods. How are you? These moms are going nuts nowadays. Poor babies. A victim. I got a sign down my driveway. Enter at your own risk. People are crazy. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good night, Frankie. But y'all, these young little boys is becoming more victims too, not just girls of these pedophiles, y'all. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, I don't know. There's so much going on. There's so many kids missing. There's just a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. And it's sad, y'all. It's sad. The world is sad. And yeah, it's just so sad. It's sad. People with paranoia, they're dangerous. They are. There's a lot of people out here who are paranoid. I ran into a person at the Huddle House one day, Big Mama, and he had come from Christ Hands, which was a homeless shelter across the road. And I was in there eating one day, and I could sense, I got that God gives us discernment, and I could sense that he was evil. I could look him right in the eyes and I could see when I walked in the door. So I made sure that I didn't sit near him. And so um, I was sitting there eating and stuff, and I was avoiding all contact, eye contact. The worst thing you can do with a paranoid schizophrenic person is give them eye contact because they will attack you for no reason. So I avoided all contact with him. Well, the people that were sitting in between us had got up and left, and I could feel him staring at me. I could feel the presence of the devil in him, and I could feel him like staring at me. Good night, Ronald. And so I didn't look up. I knew he was staring at me. And so he got up and moved to the table across from me and just sit there and stared at me. But I never gave him eye contact. I never let him know that I was watching him. And I could feel the presence of evil. And I think he knew that I knew that he was evil because I wouldn't look at him. And so I finally was like, I started to go tell him, like, this man is creeping me out. But I paid for my food after I got done eating and got up. And I walked outside and he followed me outside to my truck. And I hurried and jumped in my truck and locked the door. And he was sitting on the sidewalk just staring at me again. And once again, I didn't give him eye contact because I know if you do that, it's not good. And so I started my truck up and I started to turn down towards the highway. And I seen him running across the parking lot towards the highway. He was going to try to get to my truck. He ran across the parking lot thinking I was going to turn down that highway so he could go try to get in my truck. And I turned down towards Max the other way. And I seen him run back across the road. And I called the Huddle House and I told him, I was like, that man's crazy. He followed me outside and everything. And they was like, oh, he's just from over there in Christ's hands, da 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 da. I said, well, he had some kind of intentions because he followed me out that door and he was running across that highway. He was going to try to catch my truck. He'd have got hit. I don't think that people know what kind of crazy you deal with until it's too late. If he'd have tried to get in my truck, he would have been run over. I would not play with him. I would not have played with him. But y'all, I could sense it. I could sense that evil. When I walked in and laid eyes on him, from the moment I seen him, I knew that he had evil intentions. I don't know. I ran into a paranoid schizophrenic in town there walking around one day. And I was just a teenager. And he popped up in right beside of me and started talking crazy. And so I ditched him. I got rid of him and I just avoided him. I was nice to him, but I avoided him. Well, a couple years later, he shot my friend between the eyes at the food stamp office there with a gun. But my friend did ask for it. He was cocky and he liked to fight. And him and that guy got into an altercation and he pulled out the gun. And my friend told him to shoot him and he shot him and killed him right there. So you don't want to mess with somebody paranoid. They're very dangerous. They're like a wild animal. You don't know how they're going to react. Kind of like Beanie my bull. I'm a black woman, but I don't see color. I love everyone regardless of color. But wrong is wrong. Right, Miss V. That's right. And it could have been I've seen I've seen white people do the same thing. It does not matter about nobody's color. It's the crazy in the person. I'll tell you one thing. I'm from Kentucky and I've met some of the nicest black people you'll ever meet in your life, and I love them dearly. In fact, one of my good friends that me and Jinkies used to work with was one of the best persons in the world to work with, and he passed away with cancer. But no, you can't judge people by their color, you guys. You definitely can't. That happens, y'all. It happens no matter what. Whether it's a white person or a black person or a Hispanic person, it just is the person and individual. That doesn't make up a race. Miss V is our mama Queen Bee over here, and we love her with all of our hearts, and she wouldn't hurt a soul. So we can't judge people by what other people do. We can't do that. Absolutely not. Because it's everybody's crazy as far as like, but just because it was a black person that did it doesn't mean anything. It's the mental illness behind the person, not the color. Listen, Jinkies is freaking snoring again. Why does she come up here and go to sleep? Why does she come up here and go to sleep? And
Because you're boring.
you're boring, Big Mama, not me. I'm a gabbing away over here.
I've been falling asleep, I guess, a lot, Big Mama.
I had a guy staring at me, felt it, so turned around. She left, y'all. Ask him what want want spray him in the face with a water hose. Flippy. Well, I'm telling you, the crazy man. Hey, Cripple Creek, the the crazy man that that I seen at the Huddle House was a white man, and he was crazy as a best bug. So it doesn't matter who it is, y'all. I am mixed with black, white, and Indian. There you go, Miss V. You're a rainbow of colors, ain't you, Miss V? And actually, none of us really know what our culture is. I mean, I don't know all who I am. I question if I'm not Jewish sometimes. I would love to find out if I had Jewish blood. I would. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing. My Miss V right here is a beautiful person inside and out, and we love her. And she has a huge heart. So color doesn't mean a darn thing, y'all. It's the person and the devil that's inside of them. And that's all I got to say. We don't fight against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principality and spirits that causes division. So yeah. You bored her to sleep. She done went to sleep on me. Oh, we're talking a little bit about we talked about Sebastian Rogers, and we talked about how Seth is throwing the cease and desist on everybody, and that he don't want people talking about Sebastian allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but and then I reckon he's going to be charging allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not. Just take it with a grain of salt on these streets. $500 to do an interview with people about his son. I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. Exactly, Miss V. I don't care what I am. All I know for sure is I'm a daughter of the king, and he has daughters and sons of all colors. Yes, ma'am. Yes, absolutely. God don't make mistakes. All creation's beautiful, and it doesn't matter what color of who anybody is. It's the person and the devil that's inside the person. I've seen some really horrible, white people, and there a lot of them that was horrible were racist white people, and so yeah, and they were awful people that I've seen like that before. I'm Irish and Indian, and I love color. Yes, me too. My bubby was the most beautiful baby in the world, and he's Hispanic. And let me tell you something, little black babies are beautiful. I could sit and look at pictures of them all day long. They're so beautiful. They're just so pretty. Little babies of color. It's beautiful. Um, and God loves us all. He created us all equal. Jesus was brown. Jesus was actually a very dark man. If you read in the Bible, Jesus was a descendant of David, and David talks about how dark he is in Psalms. So yeah, Jesus was not a light skinned man. I don't know why they want to make him a light skinned man, because he absolutely was not a light skinned man. He was from the tribe of Judah, which is the descendant of David. So yeah, there you go. And but yeah, there's just evil. People are just evil. Not it doesn't matter who they are. It's just they're evil, and they hurt children, and it's crazy. If it wasn't for YouTube content creators, we would not know about these missing children and lives being ended. Right, Cheryl? That's true. Even though I don't agree with them just ripping the parents completely apart, because we don't know what really happened unless law enforcement comes out and says, like with Leilani Simon, we knew that she hurt little baby Quentin, but um, I don't think Katie, Chris, or Seth hurt Sebastian. Now, I do think that Seth is enjoying the money that he's getting, in my opinion, and that's my opinion. I think he's letting it go to his head a little bit, and he's brought a lot of stuff out here on these YouTube streets. Why are all these parents unaliving these kids? I don't know, Miss V. I don't know. It's the world went crazy. Well, the Bible says that the world will be cold, grow cold, and people are cold hearted. There's still really good people out here, y'all, like you guys in here, but there is a lot of cold hearted people that just don't care about nobody but themselves. So yeah. And if it is true, and Seth is trying to make money like that, then shame on him, because hang on, somebody just sent me something. Oh, thank you, Priscilla. I'll pull this up. I was going to show you. This turned into a lecture. Who made it about race? Well, the thing is, you know, it just it doesn't matter what color the person is. That's just what I'm saying. That it doesn't matter. It's the person that actually does. And a lot of people suffer with mental illness. And I actually watched a video one time where this woman was just cursing out. Like, she was looking at this man saying horrible stuff. She was a black person. She was a black lady. And she was just cussing this man out in a store. And everybody was like, oh, she's racist, da 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 da. And I'm like, no, she's got mental illness. It's not about race. It's about that this lady has something going on with her. And And that's what I was thinking, that it's not about what color the person is. It's about the devil that's inside that person and the individual. So, yeah. All right. So this is from CJ, with CJ Sebastian Rogers addressing the cease and desist from Daddy Dearest and recent thoughts on the case. So, please be advised that I represent Seth Rogers. Please let this letter serve as a formal notice to cease and desist any of all activities of defamation of any information pertaining to Sebastian Rogers and or Seth Rogers, specifically any and all information surrounding the disappearance and effort to locate Sebastian Rogers. My client has been informed you are engaging in such behaviors without his expression, written, or oral consent. If you have obtained any documents, records, or any information pertaining to the disappearance of and or effect to locate Sebastian Rogers, you have obtained said information without a consent of Seth Rogers. You do not have consent or authority from Seth Rogers to use his or Sebastian's name, likeness, or any information required by you or your agents. Please note that all activities regarding the dissemination of said information will be reported to proper authorities if required by law. Continued activities as previously stated will result in Mr. Rogers exploring any legal and all remedies to this entitlement. Wow. That's some serious stuff right there. That is some serious stuff. No, it's not about race, but Cheryl, you came in here and kind of made it about a race, honey, when you kept saying what you said. You were kind of pushing it a little bit with the whole race thing. And that's not fair. That's not fair to push it. So, yeah. When we have people in here of other races and then you come in here specifically pointing out that that person was black that unalived that baby. It's not about the color, it's about the person. So you basically made it about race. You missed that part of I know people are people, but the thing is, she came in here um, trying to make it about race, saying that and then she wants to say, well, geez, there should be a lecture. Well, you shouldn't come in here and just keep bringing it up that it was a black woman that did it. We have a very precious black woman in here right now. And to me, that was a little offensive for you to sit there and specifically point out the fact that that woman was a black lady. So if you don't like it that we're taking up for, you know, people of color over here, then you probably shouldn't be over here saying stuff that you're saying. Because to me, you were trying to implicate race when you came in here. And we don't do that over here. We love everyone. And just because somebody goes out and does a bad thing doesn't mean that you have to judge the whole race over what one person does. We weren't even talking about that anyway. We were talking about other cases. It's sad that it happened, but it's just, there's bad people out here. It doesn't matter what color they are. Black, white, brown, yellow. There's just bad people in the world of all different kinds. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I got to get off that soapbox. But the thing is, is that he is asking people to not talk about Sebastian. I missed you guys so much during the weekdays. Oh, we miss you too, Miss Nora. Hey, Sarah, how are you? How are you? There goes Siri. Exit, Siri, exit.
I'm here.
I know you are. You're listening. Everything I say. Exit. Because she's nosy, y'all. Right. It's just like, I just think it's rude when somebody comes in a chat and just keeps on talking about a specific race. Well, guess what? There's good and bad everywhere. And then she wants to ask why she got a lecture. Well, don't come in here implicating shit like that and you won't get a lecture. I'm sorry. No being racist here. We all are different races. Same in my Seneca nation. We get called drunks because some natives drink. I don't drink. Most of the family don't drink. I mean, she just come in here and she was like, I felt like she was kind of just pushing it. Like, okay, we know that that happened, but don't be trying to push the narrative. And I felt like she was kind of pushing the narrative. And then she wants to come in here and start that and then wonders why I'm lecturing her. Well, guess what? I will. You know, I missed the whole conversation. Kind of glad I did. I mean, I understand it's a horrible thing that happened. I was not aware of it, but she just kept right on. And Miss V was trying to be nice to her, and she just kept right on. I wouldn't have Siri. Did you read the article and reviews? I didn't, but my computer's got her built in, and she's nosy. I'm glad I wasn't here. I know she was just. I felt like she was kind of pushing it a little bit, being just kept right on saying stuff. Seth wants basically something and ugly. Alexa, same thing, wouldn't have it spying on you. Oh, they spy on us anyway, so it don't matter. If I was drunk, I'd be tripping thinking the cow's talking. Hey, only love, not hate. How are you? But it happened in a with white parents also, actually, more according to statistics. Yeah, she wanted to come in here and stir up a she pot. She's a troll. I believe she was just a troll, y'all. And she wanted to come in here and be a brat. Yes, I don't want to blame either parents, but Seth could pay some on rent, but all my money would all go to find the baby. Hey, objection BS, what's happening Friday on the farm? Not much, we're just gossiping over here, just talking about Seth allegedly is trying to charge people. I don't know how true it is. Hey, Mr. Goat, Zigzag 45. What's up? Could also be covering his ASS because Tony slipped up and said he was shown the CPS records publicly or sneaky way to release them and frame others, no matter if they are real or fake ones. Oh, if they've sealed off those CPS records like they did other kids' CPS records in cases, and he does that, I don't know. I don't know what will happen. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But if he does, they need to get rid of Tony, in my opinion. Oh, thank you, Soul Water. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Let's see who got the memberships, y'all. Woohoo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I had to put Jinkies to sleep, y'all. Thank you, Saltwater, Colt 45, Fonda Cheese Man, BB, Melissa Brown, and Cripple Creek Farm. Woohoo! Welcome to the Crazy Critter Farm. Enjoy the emojis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Soul Water. God bless you for that. Woohoo! Woohoo! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Knowing KP been abused, I see she lived her trauma through Sebastian. I see resemblance to Seth and CP. I believe Seth wants actions with CP. Why he tread softly, facts of deranged love. You might be right. I think there is still some feelings there. Thank you again, Saltwater. Thank you so much. Did you know that 4 new billboards went up for Sebastian that will run for 2 months? You can thank Cluminati and her subs for that. Cluminati, the one Seth wants to silence. Well, we love our Clue over here, y'all, and Cletus. No bell today. I don't even know where my bell is. I gotta find it. That was a blessing. Thank you so much. Yeah, Soul Water's awesome, y'all. She supports me over here really good. Thank you again, Soul Water. She's a tornado chasing woman. She's got a bunch of them coming her way. So we need to pray for her because she lives in a basically tornado alley. I think it's time for Seth to go back to work if he has a job to go back. I agree with you, Priscilla. I agree. It's unfortunate that they've not found Sebastian. I do think Seth genuinely loves Sebastian. I just think he's being swayed in a wrong direction. And I think that he needs to get back with Katie and Chris and work it out. But what he's doing right now is not good. Welcome. I got some cool emojis, y'all, if you want to check them out. Yepper, Lifeway, us males are. I think YCP holds KP close by. Part of the reason for them to move to Mississippi. Are they moving to Mississippi? I don't have a bail. I mean, I got a bail, but I don't know what I did with my bail. Y'all really want me to ring that bell? He definitely needs to get back to work. He has not been looking for his son in several weeks, and at this point, he's only hurting his child's case. Miss Daisy, my OT got cut off. I support you as soon as it picks up. Gonna miss summer stay this year too. Oh, I'm sorry. And don't you worry about me. You just worry about yourself, Miss Norwoods. You're fine. Hello, Wildfire. Hello, hello, hello. I love you either way, Miss Norwoods. Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Everybody's coming on in tonight, ain't you? We're just gossiping. We're talking about words on the street and what's going on. And Jinkies went to sleep because she said I was boring. But every time I get up here, she gets up here with me. She goes to sleep. I live in Olive Branch, Miss Campgrounds. They CP and KP near Memphis. CP's job. Okay. So you live close to them? I just wish creators wouldn't bash him and be so vulgar and vile while showing Sebastian's picture. I agree, Miss Laura. I agree 100% on that. Hey, Vanilla Bean, how are you? Y'all, can y'all hold on just a minute? I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can play a video. Let me play a video while I'm gone. Hang on. I just got to go, y'all. It's time. I've been drinking some coffee and stuff, so let me play a video right quick for y'all while I run to the bathroom. Okay? So here we go. Let's see. What are we going to... Let me find one right quick. Here, I'll play my poor old horrible little lake where I was on this boat, y'all. While I'm while I'm gone, and I'll be right back, y'all. So stay tuned.
Look at all those black
Here we
herons.
go.
There's 2 white herons. Beautiful. Look how pretty. Yes, we are out on the lake today. On the boat. Look at those. Pretty. Pretty. Hey, babies. Look at that. Lots of herons. Black herons. Black herons. Water. Oh, they got some white ones too. So cool. Y'all, Daisy's driving this little shit boat that we got out of the lake. I've been driving. It's fun. We're going under the bridge now. It's not the best boat in the world, but hey, it'll get your eye off the fumes. But yeah, I'm a driving. Isn't it pretty? Nice. Oh, so fun. Beep beep. Y'all, we're going about 10 miles an hour on this road. People jump off that cliff right there. They jump off into the water on that cliff. All that poor boat got had to live. It was on its last keel. It was barely going. It wasn't. The fumes, I was getting high off the fumes. Look at all the mountains. It was just barely going. And those were black herons. Those weren't geese, them were black herons. So yeah, y'all. That was my adventure on the boat. It about blowed up. I literally thought the boat was gonna blow up, y'all. That's how slow it was. But hey, we got to get out on the lake. We'd have been better off having a kayak or something. Daisy loves everything motorized. I know, I stay on my side by side all the time. Where she lives, Bama, Louisiana. I'm in Tennessee. I'm in East Tennessee. Woohoo! But I'm from Kentucky. Southeast Kentucky. Probably the most hillbilly county in the whole state of Kentucky. Daisy, did Lucky get big yet? Yes, Lucky is getting really big. Lucky's been staying outside, but I will get Lucky out and do a video. He's getting big. And so is the turkeys and stuff. I sound so dang country. You do too? Y'all, I've been out on my side by side every single day. I get out. Hazard, you're from Hazard? I'm from HARLAN. You know where HARLAN is? HARLAN County, USA. I'm from HARLAN. I've been to Hazard. I don't like Hazard. Them roads are too corky in Hazard. I can't drive on them. Wished I lived in your area. I come to visit and we will grill out. Yes, I'd have everybody up on the camp up there with the cows up there in my camp area. I added some more rocks and stuff. Yeah, I'm from HARLAN. I'm from HARLAN. I want a turkey to eat, Miss Daisy. Please let me have one. Well, I got 2 big broad-breasted ones here. If you want one, you come get it, but you got to do the butchering. You sound like us. Life is up. Who cares if it runs right? Exactly.
Except for the fumes. The fumes about kill you. You drive a semi and go to Hazard now and then. Okay. Yeah. Hazard's a hard place to drive in. Them roads are too. You need an old wagon, Miss Day. I know, I do. I rode the grandbaby on the side by side today. She had a blast. I feel sorry for all of them. They have missing children. If they aren't going to go out looking for their child, they need to be working because the bills don't stop by rent, house, payment, and car. Well, we all know Candace and Don, man. Don continues to work. He never did really stop working because he had to work. And then Candace is working too. That's, they work, both of them does. Those turkeys look too big to pick up and wring their necks. Well, nowadays they use like these cone things and they turn them upside down and pull their head through it, and then they do the duty. I can't do the duty. Now I can do, and two jackasses would ride it up. Do what now? Oh, I need two jackets. Okay. Heck, I believe Daisy could probably pull that darn thing. All that place, West Virginia, Kentucky, all merged together. Rough cattle trails, rough people. I don't know about rough. Well, I guess there is some rough people in the area. Don is hard-working man. Drywall is no joke. Yeah, that's true. She's doing okay. She's working. Miss Daisy, I'm sending you my Miss Rosie to live on the farm. Look out for live package. Okay, Miss V, you'd be heartbroken if you didn't have Miss Rosie. That's your baby. Miss Rosie would whoop you if you left her. She ain't gonna lose her mama. She loves her mom, Miss V. That she does. She loves her mama. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. I can understand that, Seth don't want people talking bad about him or accusing him of this, that, and another. But to say not talk about Sebastian's case, I don't know if they really could stop anybody from talking about a public case. She cries if I go sit on the balcony. I know. I remember you telling me when you was in the hospital how hard she took it. She's a baby, Miss V. That's all she is a little baby that loves her mommy. But I don't know. There has been some that's been going pretty hard after Seth. So I don't know. I just don't think that they can legally stop him from stop them from talking about the case. I don't think that they can do that. Like, even if, and Katie has more rights, then I don't know. Do you all think, oh, boo-hoo, look how Don and Candace were talked about. Give me a break. Yeah, if anybody could sue, it would definitely be Don and Candace. Does she, Miss V? He can't stop people from talking about him. The one that I think that Candace and Don really could sue if they really wanted to is Chris M. Because they welcomed him in their home, and he had a big platform, y'all. And he made a mug full of money off Summer's case. And I don't think I've ever seen him put up a flyer or put up a billboard or anything in Summer's name. I might be wrong, but I know that he pushed the agenda a certain way. It's almost like they all want this case to go cold. I know, it's crazy, ain't it, Wildfire? Seth wants the money, not the criticism. I am a New Yorker originally. I know BS. He seems shady. A lot of people can tell, And I'm not going to sit here and say in the back of my head I didn't think he was a little shady, because I do feel like he's a little shady. A little bit. Especially when it comes to the money thing. Putting out his Cash App and then the GoFundMe. I don't know. I mean, I could see maybe the Cash App, but the GoFundMe, that should have something should have went towards the reward fund, y'all. There's something very strange in this case. Yes, Saltwater. You're right. Right. Daisy, someone was saying a lie, saying Candace locked her kids in a cage. They're lying. Oh yeah, we know Candace never would do that to her babies. She took them babies everywhere and done everything with them kids. I still pray for Don and Candace to get their kids back and for Summer to come home. That's all we can do is pray for them. In my opinion, for entertainment purposes, who's to say all three aren't together? You mean Sebastian's parents? I don't know. There's a lot of animosity between them, so I don't know. I don't think they are, but I don't know. You never know. You think he was mistreated? You could be right, Wildfire. I don't know. Only God knows. I was watching I think it was a TikTok the other day, and this woman had a 5-year-old little girl, and she was in the military. And she was called, and she was very prominent in the military. And she called and said her daughter was missing. Well, they found her daughter like 3 days later, and she had been brutally, like, practically tortured. And come to find out it was the mother that did it. But the mother was acting shady right from the beginning. Like, she was just really weird and acting odd and everything. You think Tony needs to go? If he is telling Seth to charge money for interviews, yeah, that's such a bad idea. Such a bad idea. I only wish people would leave parents who have missing kids alone if they're not trying to help them. Exactly, Miss V. I agree. But when the parent comes on and asks for money and then exposes all this stuff, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to not talk about like the parents, like Seth. I'm trying to stay neutral with Seth, but I could see him not wanting people to talk about him, but not want to talk about Sebastian. I don't get that. I don't get it at all. You know, uh, a lot of people are still covering the Micah Miller case, and I don't know how I feel about that. I I I don't know how I feel about covering that case because that case goes deep. I agree. Two guys, competition for a prize. Wink, wink. Sebastian was a lot to handle. One thing sure, KP knows. Candace now has company with Katie. I hope subs wake up to what creators are doing to these parents. They will be another mother of a missing child attacked if subs don't stop them. I know it's sad. It is sad. Tony needs to go bye bye. You know what caused me to dislike Seth is that mess about him trying to get another person to buy him a pew pew. Oh, really? I've not heard about that one, Priscilla. Sometimes our past can lead to the very reason he vanished. I mean, he vanished. You think Micah's case is boring? Well, the thing is that they've already proven that she was unalive, and people still want to. I do think that the man had something to do with it. I think he pushed her into it, but I don't think they're ever really going to prove that he did it. You know what I mean? My youngest daughter said you speak more country than I do, Miss Daisy. They know all about you and know I love you and the farm family. Oh, tell her I said hi, Sarah. Tell her I said hi. I don't know why. My daddy was real country. My daddy was extremely country. Sadly, Debbie, a lot of the subs seems to love it. The worse the creator rips a parent apart, the more they love it. Well, there's a lot of suspicious people out here on these streets. They love these kids. I've got to give them the benefit of the doubt, and they're suspicious. I'm a suspicious person. I'm very suspicious of people. Karen Reed is boring too. I've not heard that one. Daisy Treb said on his live that the father wanted him to buy him a pew pew. Wanted Trevor to? I don't even think Trevor owns a pew pew. Hello, Vanilla Bean. T Rev, the one that took Seth's girl, huh? Took Seth's girl. They what, Nora? Seth had a girl? Miller is a crook and abusive. This is obvious. Rest up to speculation. Hey, the world is on fire. No one talks about the nuclear loaded Russian ship off Cuban coming. What? Yeah, I smoked a cigar, enjoy life. I've not heard about that one. Dang, that's kind of scary. Usually they talk about it on the talk. If you know, it's, oh Lord, I'm country too. I love it, Debbie. You're my sis. Okay. Not Trevor Lee, Daisy. Oh, you're talking about T Rev? Daisy, you're out of the loop. I am. I do get into some of these, but not too deep. Because I see all the BS and I try not to get into it deeply. But now when you see all these people getting cease and desist, then that makes you want to say, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And you all know that I've tried to stay neutral over here and not accuse no family members of anything. That I think that Sebastian eloped. But I do believe that Sebastian came across a wrong. I feel like Sebastian I think Sebastian eloped, and I think he came across the wrong person. Just like Monkey Vaughn did that day. I catch the day show now. Do you? We all know that basically little Monkey Vaughn eloped. He left the house and he walked down the road and he went to the splash pad, and that's where they allegedly think that Stacy Wandra picked him up. Alleged. Putin said he's doing exercises soon there. Screw around and find out. What can we do? Pray, love, and be happy. Exactly. If it's our time to go and the Lord wants to take us, I'm ready, honey. I'm ready to go be with my Lord. I'm ready to go to my permanent home. See, when you pass away here, they take all your belongings and they give it away. They sell your house. They sell your land. They sell everything you got. No more of your stuff exists. It's somebody else's stuff. But in heaven is your permanent home and your permanent stuff there. And you're never going to leave there. You're going to be there forever, or you're going to be burning with the old devil down below. But I pray I make it into heaven. That's my goal. I ain't trying to go to the dark side, y'all. YouTube's dark enough for me. Why don't we hear about Stacy anymore? I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he went back to jail, but I'll tell you this, he wanted $100 an hour for him to come on my platform. He said that's what he'd been getting. And I said, hell no, I'm not giving a potential suspect money to come up on my platform. No way, Jose. Not happening. He is a shady character just waiting. He's just waiting to go back to jail. I think he knows that his time is coming. I think he knows. That's why he told law enforcement that baby was buried in his backyard. I think the baby was buried in his backyard. And I think Brandon, this is my opinion, I think that Brandon guy, when he found out Stacy and the other lady, Sarah, was arrested, he went in that backyard and he dug up that backyard and took that baby out. I really do. I wouldn't give him nothing. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I got Christine to think about that too, because Christine's like, no way, Jose. Pay him to tell lies. Right, Laura. That's exactly what he does. Heaven is my plan too. Yes, ma'am. And you know, these monsters, and I think that Stacy is so lazy that he's ready for his 3 hots and a cot. I think he knows that his prison time's coming and he's expecting it. I think they moved that baby to another location. Yes. Well, y'all seen when Brandy came in here and said that that the cadaver dogs picked up the scent of, in the backyard of Brandon's mom's house. And then Brandon's mom tried to say that it was her sewage, but there's a difference. You can't, dogs don't pick up like human waste. A cadaver dog picks up specifically a dead human being. I do think they did move him. I can't wait to go to sin forever and with Jesus. Me too, Miss V. He does, don't he? He is. Allegedly, they said that he would let that Brandon and his wife have relations in the next room and didn't even care. Can you believe that? That's crazy. But do you think things will be getting better or worse? I'm concerned. What do you mean? What things, Miss Debbie? I thought he was in jail because of the computer. He wouldn't give it back. Maybe out now. I agree, Daisy. I believe he was in the backyard. Oh yeah, the law enforcement said that he was back there. Hey Carly, how are you? He looks like a wimp too. This is what I think, y'all, and I hope to God that Brandy or nobody in the family is listening. I think that they took that baby that day and they had plans of making some money, and I think they took him across state lines that night and they trafficked him. I think he was trafficked, and I think it was a traffic gone wrong. They brought him back, put him in the backyard, and then got scared. Brandon, I think when they arrested Stacy, I think that Brandon took him out of there and put him in his mom's, and then he put him somewhere else. I really do. Now that's just my opinion, but I think all of them were involved. Not just one person. I think all 4 of them. The other guy too. Everyone I know, including me, are barely making it. Do you think things will get better, or is this part of the end times? I think it'll get better. It depends on the election, Debbie. It's the election, Debbie. And I'm sorry you're struggling, honey. God will make a way. He always does. He makes a way. I just left Minneapolis a few days ago, dropped the truck in Chicago, and came back to South Carolina. Transplant. Get an RV, go into travel. I can't believe what cities became mad world. Yes, a lot of people are RVing. A lot of people are moving to RVs because of mortgages so high, rent is so high they can't afford it. I still have a feeling that Summer is alive though, and you might be right. She could be. Now is the time I could use all my YouTube friends to come help unpack my closet. Well, Miss V, if you didn't live so far away, I'd come help you, baby. Bring those babies home. Yes, ma'am. Pray for Sarah. You RV? I would love to be able to RV. I would. That would be my goal. Like if I'm ever just by myself, I would love to just travel an RV or get a van. Hey, have y'all not seen some of these people's vans? They pimp them vans out. They look like little houses inside. They really do. It's been almost 3 years, Miss Nora. Inflation is a joke. Yes, it is. People can barely make it, y'all. It's just crazy. It is. It's hard. It's hard. And the worse it gets, the bigger our homeless population gets, y'all. I just thank God every day that I have what I have right now. I do. I thank God because there's so many other people out here that's got it much worse. You know, Chip is here. Government plans this trial has aged Trump too much stress on him. I agree. I think he looks really bad. I do. I think it has aged him. I really do. And it's putting a toll on him. I believe it's I fear for his life. I really do. That's just my opinion. I'm afraid somebody might hurt him, or the stress he may have a heart attack or something. I don't know. But he is fighting. Dollar Tree is going up to 150. Well, I ain't gonna be buying nothing there no more because I can't afford 150. 125 is too expensive. I'm glad I bought all that shit when it was $1 and collected it in my building up there. Y'all, listen, I got a whole building full of Dollar Tree stuff. People don't understand $1 trillion added to every 85 days. We are insolvent. Can't get out of this. Well, the thing is we've got people suffering here, can't get medical care, can't get help to make it from day to day in the United States. Homeless people, mentally ill people that's not getting treatment, diabetics that can't afford medication, and they're giving all of our money across seas to other countries for stupid stuff. Take care of the American people. I never pass up a homeless person or veteran. Right, Miss Soulwater? Exactly. And I thought about giving out free eggs if I knew I wouldn't get in trouble for it. Just putting up a sign uh free range chicken eggs. Just to give them to people that need them. Cuz it's bad, y'all, and then they're moving all the immigrants here into our country and we can't afford it. Like they're paying for everything for them and not taking care of our veterans and our oh, thank you, Ashley. Thank you for that $1.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. God bless you, honey. Thank you. It makes me sick too, Nora Woods. I mean, I'm just sit back and think about like I wished I could go back and buy all that cheap stuff that I used to think was expensive. I remember when you could buy a 2 liter of pop for 50 cents. Now you pay $3 for it. It's going to get worse. Illegal drunks are dumbing down America, part of the world plan. We just got to trust God and that He'll provide, y'all, as long as I got cows, chickens, geese, turkeys. I can live for a little while on that stuff. Isn't that horrible, Daisy, to get in trouble for helping someone by giving them free eggs? What has it become? I know. I mean, I don't know if I would or not, but I'm just saying. I heard that every one of those that came across the border gets $3,500. Yeah, isn't that crazy, you guys? Just crazy. I know. I don't even go to. I've not been buying a lot from Sam's because it's just going up too high. Everything's just high. It's so many homeless people in the world. It's just sad. I truly wish I could help all of them. Me too. Praying for 8 months old Maya Tucker. Parents in jail on drugs, and baby was not found during welfare check by CPS. That is not good, Carly. That's not good. I'm a Duke Mayo girl. Kraft is $8.99. See, y'all, you make your own stuff. I'm going to start making my own salsa. I'm growing me some tomatoes. I got green onions and garlic, and I got green tomato or green tater or green peppers and basil. I'm going to start making my own salsa. You wouldn't be in trouble. The Emerson Act would protect you if you give in good faith, believing the eggs are good. Well, good. I thought about doing that. I always listen to your show. I've been homeless for years. Oh, Misfit, I'm so sorry. Have you got like a tent or anything? It is awful. Get you a good tent, or I've seen people where they live in their cars and they fix their cars up like a little home at night. They put like little things over the windows and everything. Our children is getting hooked on prescription meds is due to these clinics overriding them. Right, Saltwater. Right. I'm at a friend's house now, thank God. Well, I hope you get to stay there, Misfit. Get you a little van. Oh, listen, I had me a van, y'all, and that little thing would go. And it was big. It had 3 seats. And I sold that sucker. But you could take a van or something like that and turn it in. I've seen so many people turn vans into homes. And they're better than RVs because y'all know that RVs, sometimes the roofs ain't real good on them and you have to keep them underneath a thing to keep them from, the roofs going bad on them. Where a van is solid as a rock. So you'd be a little more protected, I feel like, in a van than you would an RV. Even though some of them RVs are really nice, really nice. Yes, I'm praying for you, honey. I am. I'm praying for you. I'll tell you what you need to do though. Look you up. Look for you a good van. Put you a cot in there and put you a little. They've got portable potties now. They're called compost toilets, and you put like composted stuff in the bottom of them, and you can use them like a regular toilet, and then just take it out and empty it, and it's not bad at all. Up to 2021, I used to drive loads to NYC. My beautiful gritty city is unrecognizable. Be thankful you don't see the real world in the hard cities. I work in Chicago. I walk around very dangerous now. Yes, I wouldn't go to Chicago. I'd be scared. Oh, hugs to you too, Misfit. I'm sorry about that, honey. Just pray and the Lord will he'll make a way, honey. He'll make a way. More and more people are living in vans. And they're happier that way too. People are actually happier living in vans because they can travel to beautiful places and just park and hook up. Like, I have seen some really nice vans. Like, people make them so cozy and so comfortable. My cousin and I moved. Hang on. My cousin and I moved in together to survive. I'm thankful for her. Aww. Saltwater said, my RV is 48 foot. I pull it with an international truck, but I would love a van. Oh, I bet it's nice. I bet it is nice, Saltwater. I'd love to have an RV. I had one, but it was in real bad shape when we sold it. And we kept it. That's when I first came to Tennessee. I started working down here. And we kept it at the lake here at a campground, and we kept it under a shelter thing, and we had a big porch and everything on it, but the roof wasn't real good on it. So when you took it out from underneath the shelter, it wasn't good. My rent is going up to $1,100. How in the world can y'all afford all that? My stepson just did that, Daisy. He put a bed in there and a camp stove to cook. They have a big cooler. Yeah. And then you can get solar panels and hook them up to a generator and have free electricity. RV parks were 8 to 15 nightly. Now they're 50 to 100. Rich people are killing RV parks and campgrounds. I know a lot of people try to go off grid and stay in national parks, and I have a feeling that they're going to stop that before it's over with, too. It's going to be where you can't even park. I know where I'm at, they're stopping people from living in their RVs in town. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. Too much control. Let people live in a van. Let them live in their RVs if they want to. Let people be happy. Stop giving our tax-paying money to other countries and to illegal immigrants that come over here and hasn't paid $1 worth of taxes in their lifetime. And here we are busting. I know I've paid in thousands and thousands of dollars worth of taxes in my lifetime. Thousands of dollars. Walmart parking lot is free. They do offer, Walmart parking lots do offer free RV parking. And Cracker Barrel does too. So if you need somewhere to park your van or your RV, Walmart does offer overnight parking. I don't know how safe it would be, but they do offer it. I knew when I started remodeling my apartment, it was going up. Yep. Federal campgrounds, 21-day max now leave for so many days. Yeah. Well, a lot of people go to national parks and off grid, but I would be scared to go to a dark woods and stay by myself. But there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of young girls that do it, and they live stream it, and that is so dangerous. Yes, I've seen the high top vans, very nice. It's getting dangerous to dry dock or even van and RV, so much robbing going around. Exactly. Nope, not Walmart, no Northeast. Lock your wheels. My cousin sold her big house and built a tiny home. Yeah, a lot of people are going for the tiny homes, but they're getting expensive. Even tiny homes. Even those little buildings are getting expensive, y'all. The little buildings that you buy. The building I bought, I think I give $7,000 or $8,000 for it when I bought it up there where I got all my junk in it. And now it's probably worth about $15,000 to $20,000. Many Walmart stops overnight parking. Yeah. Our Walmart runs people off, especially truckers. Really? Wow. That's so mean to run someone off, especially if they've been traveling all night and they just need a safe place to be to get some rest. I watch van life and RV life. I love it. Me too. That's what I do to keep my anxiety down. I could watch it forever. Those containers make great homes. Yes, a lot of people turn them into homes too. But I have seen a lot of pretty vans and RVs. But could you imagine just parking your home on the beach and just hanging out, opening the back of it and hanging out for the day on the beach and then closing it up and going to bed and waking up to the same thing? That's heaven. Yes, I see people parked for the night at Walmart here, Hanford, California. Yeah, that Walmart, Cracker Barrel, a lot of these truck stops, I wouldn't recommend a rest stop. I heard rest stops are real dangerous, y'all. I heard they are. I bought a home in Spartansburg, South Carolina 10 years ago, $47K, now value at $200, no joke. I don't live far from I don't live very far from there. But I believe you. A lot of casinos let RVs and vans stay all night. Yeah. But it can be dangerous, y'all. It can be dangerous. because there's a lot of creepy people out here, y'all, especially staying in these national parks at night. That's some scary stuff right there. Oh yeah, I heard that Seattle. I heard Oregon's expensive. I don't see how people live in California. I really don't see how people survive in California. I couldn't survive in California. I would be on the streets. I'd be in Tent City. Y'all be seeing me on USA Live stream in a tent. I couldn't afford to live in nowhere like that, y'all. I couldn't. But yeah, it's sad that so many people are they're living homeless because they can't afford to pay this high rent, and then food prices going up and everything else. Yeah, I heard Hawaii was extremely expensive. All the celebrities are buying up all the land there. They're going to have their own little private island where they're going to nuke the shit out of us, and we're going to end up dead, and they're going to have their little private islands over in Hawaii. That's what I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. That's speculation. That's why she came here and didn't go there. She had two red rooms on her block. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. Cracker Barrel's not safe. Rest areas in Tennessee, okay. Florida has cops stay there as trucker safety is in the Lord's hands. Yes, ma'am. Now, I have seen a lot of truckers stop on the side of the road and sleep. That is so dangerous. So dangerous for truckers to stop on the side of the road and sleep. I would be scared to sleep. I couldn't sleep on the side of the road. But now they all get together and line up down the roads and sleep on the side of the road. But I would have to stop at a truck stop or something like that. I don't know. I'm from the mountains, so when I get into big cities, I panic and get scared. It scares me to go into big cities, y'all. I freak out. Not as bad as Jinkies. When we went to Kansas City, Missouri to see Amanda, Jinkies freaked out and pulled out that pew pew on the Domino's pizza guy. Well, she didn't. He was knocking on the door and she cocked it back because she's scared it was somebody trying to get us. She is making me paranoid. I was sick, running a fever, and she was freaking out. It was awful, y'all. But that was a rough side of the town too. That was rough. I just hate that so many people are struggling, y'all. I stay in the ghetto, St. Louis last week, pop pop all night. As a trucker, we don't care. Death is a back of minds. We face death daily. Listen, let me tell you something about St. Louis. Me and Jinky stopped there. There is a Lee's famous recipe downtown ghetto town, right across from the city. It has got the best baked beans and chicken in the world. I would go back to that ghetto just so I could get that damn chicken and baked beans in St. Louis. I swear it was so good, and Jinkies was trying to bum me for it, and I told her to get her own. Y'all remember that when we went through the ghetto and Jinkies got us lost and we stopped at the Lee's Chicken and got that good chicken and baked beans? That was the bomb.com, y'all. I've cut back all I can and I still barely make it. Oh, I'm sorry, Priscilla. You're a trucker, only love, not hate. Your backbone. Yeah, it's dangerous being a trucker. No, if you're in St. Louis, stop at that Lee's Chicken. It is good. You'll never forget that chicken and baked beans. I know, Nora. It was so good. I swear I just was enjoyment. That was the best part of the whole trip. It was the chicken in the ghetto. I don't know what it was, but it was good. I kind of liked that adventure. Me and Jinkies didn't fight like we did that one day. Yeah, thank you for your service. Only love, not hate. Yeah, thank everybody for their service that served our country and fought for our country, y'all. We gotta respect that. We definitely have to respect that because these people, you know, they risk their lives, they leave their family. You know, my grandmother was a trucker for 40 years or longer. Wow, she must have been a tough cookie, Saltwater. There's a lot of women that drives trucks. If I wasn't so scared, I might try it, but I'd be too scared, y'all. Y'all were just hot and irritable, in my opinion. Was you up there that year, Nora? Did I meet you up there? It was like 106 up there that day. And Jinkies was lollygagging. I know I spent 2 hours in that car waiting on her to get out. I spent 2 hours in that damn car waiting for her to get out. I was getting aggravated. She died with cancer. Oh, I'm sorry, Saltwater. She's probably a crackerjack. You were gone. I met Jinkies. That was after the altercation. That was after the altercation, Nora. She left me at the Food City that day. She wanted to run over me. But it was miserable. And I had actually waited all day on her. Like she was lollygagging and everything. It just wasn't a good day. It wasn't a good day. Because me and Jinkies has never fought like that before. Like maybe when we were younger, but nothing like that day. That was bad. It was so hot. They're saying it's supposed to be hot next week like that again on Summer's Day. If it is, Daisy's gonna be staying right here in this farmhouse. I won't be going because I can't handle that. Yeah, it was almost 3 years ago. It was her first summer day. It was the first day. It was the first year. It was the first anniversary of her being gone a year that day. I have only with to very first thing for Summer's Day before it got crazy, but that was when bad stuff was going on then. I probably won't go. I this is what I like to do. Where I live so close is like after Summer's Day, I like to go up there by myself and just sit there and say a prayer, you know, and maybe take something up there or something. But that day, I was a nervous wreck. That it was full of people that day. It was like 106 degrees. It was the humidity was outrageous, and then Jinkies and me just we like it was just a mess. It was a bad, bad day. My son cooked. I'm so lucky to still be here. Your son and daughter are so good to you, Miss V. Daisy, do you remember Taylor Business? She admitted to unaliving 6 to 8 more males. I seen that. She's a serial red rummers, ain't she? A serial like that one lady was. I'm going to the Ozarks, Eureka Springs. My mother is to be 80 in November, so her 2 dogs. We travel a lot, thousands of miles. Aw, you're blessed to still have your mom. I'll burn my little purple candle and say a prayer. Oh, wait, I do that every day. Oh, you do? Oh, Nora. Miss Daisy, you had run out of your anxiety medications. Yeah, that too. That was a big problem right there because, yeah, hadn't had my anxiety medicine for like a couple days, I think. I think it had been like 5 days or something. And then with the heat and everything else, it was just too much. And it just didn't turn out very good. So I do better at home or by myself. I don't like to be around a lot of crowds either. I like to stay to my I'm a very private person in real life. Like I like to stay to myself. I don't like to go out in crowds and stuff like that. I am a private person. I don't have a big bunch of people around me all the time. So yeah. It's gonna be sad. Remember last year Candace cried. She didn't go, but she went on Jinky's live and she cried and she wanted to show pictures of Summer. And then that night she called Jinkies and cried and cried and cried. It's sad, y'all. That day is not a happy day for her and Don. It's a very sad and traumatic day. Could you imagine reliving that every year? I couldn't do it. I couldn't. There you go. There's just something about sweet little Summer. I fell in love with her. I cannot wait to meet her. I know. I know, Nora. So many people love that little baby girl. She's just the sweetest little thing. You could tell. She's very sweet. It's sad, y'all. It's sad. I think I think a monster in that neighborhood got her. And I think the one that's been talking about her the most and making up stories, I really do. And I'm not trying to be mean to any creator or anything like that, but I do. I have my suspicions about Fred Hill, and I'm not trying to be mean, but he said too many things, crazy stuff about this case. I couldn't handle it either, especially without the rest of my kids praying for all of them. Wow, she gets around better than me. I see her as sweet and sassy, kind of like my farm girl, us farm girls. Oh yeah, I guarantee you, if she was still around, she'd want to come here and hang out with the chickens and stuff. I'd probably have to give her a couple chickens to take home with her. Candace would probably, I don't know, Candace probably would like her chickens. She's a country girl too. As bad as things are, I have my children and grandchildren. I couldn't do it. My whole heart goes out to Candace, Don, and the boys. It's hard, y'all. I don't see how they cope. I don't see how any of these parents that's lost their children cope. That's like the worst thing that ever could happen to somebody, I think, in my opinion. Well, you heard Brandy say that when the helicopters went by that next day, they was searching for a monkey. She passed out. But she fell to the floor and passed out. I mean, and I mean he was right down the road. And you know the thing is that he could have been alive for a long time. You know, he could have been alive up until recently. We don't know. They could have kept him there for a while. I wonder if the boys' foster parents let the boys celebrate Summer's Day. Oh, I don't know. I lost a child to death. It's awful. I am so sorry, Misfit Mafia. I am so sorry. She'd love your farm. I know. Nobody should lose a child. It's awful. It's so awful to lose a child. I couldn't imagine losing a child. Nobody deserves that. And the thing is that they never get closure. They never get the closure that they need. When a person has a child missing, they don't get that closure. They don't get to say goodbye. They wonder where their child is, if their child is alive or or being hurt or being, something bad happened to them. Nana for life. Hey, Nana. Hey, y'all. I'm not strong enough to be a mother of a missing child. Me neither, Nana. Me neither. I couldn't. I know I couldn't. I'd die of a broken heart. I actually saw a woman, her daughter died. I saw a woman die of a broken heart. Literally died of a broken heart. Her daughter died and she found her deceased. Her daughter was on drugs. And the last time I saw her, she was telling me that she could not handle it. She couldn't live without her daughter, and she was just so bad. And then about a month before she died, the mother, it was her daughter's birthday, and somebody that was friends with her daughter that thought it was funny to call the mother up and play music of her daughter liked, and um, a couple weeks later she passed away with a heart attack. And then um, my aunt my aunt died 2 weeks after her daughter passed away with cancer. They found her on the couch with a heart attack. It's just, it's so sad. We got to have mercy on people that's lost children, especially someone with a missing child. My dad lost his first daughter before I was born, and it changed him a lot. I couldn't imagine, but best dad ever to the rest five of us. And probably never got over losing that child. I'd say, Sarah. I see how it affected my mama after my brother passed away. She passed 10 months later. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Miss V said, I miss my nephew so bad. I wish I knew what happened to him and where to look for him at. I will never give up looking for him. And you loved his mom too, like a daughter, Miss V. Big question I have no answer for is why would someone get in a vehicle high or drunk? I don't know. That question, I don't know. I don't know. He's with her now, I'm sure. Yes. It's just sad, y'all. These cases with these kids uh, are so sad, especially when the parents are just lost. They're lost amongst. They're just existing. They're not really even living. They're just existing. That's that's how I feel they are. It's just living day by day, just to get by, and it's sad. And that's why we gotta use caution and care in any of these cases. The pain in Candace's eyes breaks my heart. I know. I know, Nana. It's like if people that know Candace, they know that she hurts. And I wish more people knew her. And that's why I'm not going to attack Sebastian's family. Like, I will not go after Katie, Chris, or Seth. Now, I do think some of the stuff Seth's doing right now is shady, but I do not believe that he hurt Sebastian. I just think he's caught up in a lot of drama and stuff, but I will never go after them for hurting their child unless law enforcement says otherwise. I know, Sarah. I know. Yes, ma'am. I've seen her so broken. Me too, Nana. Me too. Her and Don both. I've seen both of them broken like that. Brandy. Brandy's about broke my heart, y'all. Y'all know I cried all weekend. After Christine made that video of Brandy, I cried all weekend over it. I just can't imagine. I don't know Katie Proudfoot, but I really believe that she took good care of Sebastian. She had him on a routine. She gave him anything he wanted. I just feel like Sebastian eloped and come across the wrong person. I really do. And I think that when those people, those creators attacked Katie on Mother's Day, I just wanted to say shame on you for doing that to her. I really did. Because unless we know otherwise, we should be respectful to parents of missing children. And that includes Jennifer Santanella and the other little girl's parents as well. Because we don't know what they're going through. We could just imagine. It's sad, y'all. So, so sad. And we're not supposed to judge. I hugged Candace so hard when I met her. You did meet her, didn't you, Nora? Maybe this year more people will get to meet Candace. She's come out of her shell. The butterfly has evolved. She's actually come out of her shell a whole lot these last couple of years. Candace has. And she loves going to those events that they have. She loves helping at the events and stuff. I wish more people could see the real Candace. Like get to meet her and stuff and know her. Because they would think, I know people would think differently if they got to meet her. It is, Nana. I agree. I think it is too. Keeps her mind off stuff, keeps her busy, and keeps her, I mean, she can make her, her own money and stuff. Exactly, Nora Woods. That's one thing she won't have to worry about this year. I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't let nobody attack her like she'd been attacked in the past. I always preach to my grown daughter now her behavior and the way she carries herself and being alert will determine your survival. I know you can never be too careful nowadays, young girls, women, and young boys. When I graduated, I dispatched for 10 years with 911 trying to keep an open mind. I bet that was rough, wasn't it, Saltwater? I bet you heard some horrific stuff. Because I'll listen to some 911 calls sometimes on the talk, and man, they can get real bad. This one woman called, and she was in the river. It was dark, and she accidentally ran into the river in the back of the parking lot of some place, and the damn 911 dispatcher told her it was her fault and basically told her she was stupid. And that woman told her she wasn't going to drown. And that woman said, "It's up to my neck. It's up to my neck." She was like, the 911 dispatcher is like, "Oh, you'll be fine. They'll be there soon enough. The water's not that deep." Da 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 da. Come to find out, yes, the water was deep, and the actual car actually started moving, and they couldn't find her, and she actually started screaming and went underwater and passed away. And man, oh man, did they give that? I reckon they fired that 911 dispatcher and everything. But that was the most cruelest 911 dispatch I'd ever heard before. It was horrible. That woman treated that woman awful. And because of that, that woman ended up dying. Like she didn't know that the water was that high, but she thought the girl was in a different location, but actually she was in a raging river, and she passed away right on there. The woman was so mean and rude to her, and I've heard some rude 911 calls, and then I've heard some good 911 calls. I guess it just depends on the person. I think the support Candace now receives has helped her. It's bad enough not to know where your child is. I'm so happy she found a safe place here and with White Boy. Yeah, and she has people behind the scenes like Nana and other people that's good to her too. She's got a good support system. She has a lot of good friends. I heard that dispatch call on YouTube, Daisy. It was so horrible to hear. I might have even played it for you guys. I might have even played it. But I've heard some really bad 911 calls too, where people just randomly call really calm and say, I just unalived my parents or I just unalived my children. Crazy. I was at the police academy when 911 hit. Really, Saltwater? Wow. Wow. Are you talking about like the towers and stuff with 9/11? Google the Eddie Pollock 911 call. Disgrace. They were all fired, but got their jobs. Got their jobs back. They played the race card. Eddie didn't get live to see that cops never came. Well, I know I did hear a 911 call where this guy was breaking into this woman's house and they literally did not have no police force in that town. And the woman just basically told her she was on her own. I mean, it was awful, but she didn't have no she didn't have no police officers to send to the house. Yes, she has real friends now, Daisy. Nora Dee, Nana Daisy. I'm so glad God gave her these gifts. TT's one of her good friends. She does have a lot. Nora, Dee, TT. She has a lot of good friends. That's behind the scenes that don't that you know we had police, but the 911 operators were ignorant. Eddie died on our church steps by baseball bats. I remember you talking about that, Marita. I remember that. That's why I don't depend on law enforcement because by the time they get there to you, which we have really good ones here, but in Harlan, by the time they get there, you already be gone. Like the night that my brother-in-law said he was thinking about unaliving himself, I called him and told him, because I couldn't get a hold of my sister or my nephew, and he was kind of talking a little crazy. And they didn't get there till like 7 o'clock that morning. I probably called them at like 4 in the morning. I try my best to keep her laughing. Aw. Few years ago, just 'cause her age, my mother got life alert. Don't know the brand. I told her 911's worthless. Let alert take care of you. Now, I will tell you this about the life alert necklace. I know that I used to I had a patient one time and she passed out and fell on her life alert necklace and they alerted the EMS. So they're very good to have. Some people have fell or got run over by their cars and laid out in the parking lot for days without families finding out that they were in trouble. A few years ago, just because her age, I read that. Sorry, Daisy. Daisy, was it you that posted they found a Georgia girl dead in Tennessee and said, "What's going on in Tennessee?" It was. It was. I'm stupid. I forgot all about that. I did post that. I did. There is a lot going on in Tennessee. I don't know. I do think that there is a trafficking ring here in Tennessee somewhere, specifically in Kingsport or something. I don't know. It's crazy. 500 a year. It might be 500 a year, but it's worth it. it's worth it for your mom to have independence and stuff, and be able to know that she, has help if she needs it. She could just hit a button and it'll alert someone. You know, I think that's a good thing. You can keep their independence and stuff. I have always loved chasing Tracy because she never blamed Candace and Dawn and was fair to them from jump. Yeah, chasing's always been good to Candace and Dawn. She really is a good person. Me and hers had some disagreements, like a lot of different disagreements, but I genuinely do think she is a good person. Chase, and I do think she is. We've just had some disagreements on just little petty stuff. In my opinion, every state has trafficking ring. Every state in the union has missing. And across the world, Debbie. But I think that, I don't know. It's weird, y'all. I don't know what to think about Tennessee sometimes about it. I love you guys. I'm going to try to go to sleep. Busy day tomorrow. Good night, my friends. Good night, Miss Nora. Love you, honey. Yeah, guys, it's 2:33 in the morning, and I've been yabbing for a while here about random stuff, and I love talking to y'all about random stuff. Just that, this, that, and other. I can talk to y'all for hours about random stuff. But if I don't, I'll sleep all day, and it's going to probably be a pretty day tomorrow. And I want to probably get outside again because I try to stay outside a lot during the day. So I do love y'all so much, and thank you for joining me tonight. If you've not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe and that like button. And please consider becoming a member. Go on over to Daisy's other channel, Beautiful Designs, and subscribe over there if you want to. If you don't, it's okay. But I love y'all. Y'all stay prayed up. You stay safe out here on these YouTube streets. They're gangster. Don't believe everything you hear on these streets, y'all. And I love y'all. And God bless y'all. And I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll talk about something random tomorrow too. I don't know. We'll find something crazy to find. The way these YouTube streets are going, they're keeping us pretty busy. I love y'all. Good night, everybody. Bye.